Okay, here we go. So I just spent a half hour fixing my tripod because a tiny little nut fell off of it. So that was a fun little game before stretching, which I'm gonna do now because it's important, because I'm gonna hike all the way up to the top of a mountain. Okay, so I guess I'll start here. This is where the trail is easy, and then it gets much more challenging the further up I get. I'm not out of breath, by the way. I'm just trying to make everyone at home feel better about themselves. Yeah, I'm already out of breath. I can already feel that stretching, like, didn't quite get it done. I know everyone was impressed by it, but I should have stretched for a little longer. Not so bad, right? No, we got this. There's 7 pines there. You can see people making their way up to that. And this incline here, that's the toughest, I think, out of all of them. So it's like literally you just get done with 7 pines, got this beautiful panoramic of over here from up there, and then you got this monster incline that just disappears into the clouds. Now what we got here is some fresh scat. Wonder which critter made this. How crazy would it be if something just mauled me right now? I'm pausing for just a second to appreciate the fact that sometimes life gives you a plateau. It doesn't have to be downward, it doesn't have to be upward. Sometimes you get a plateau to just catch your breath. And that's what I'm doing right now, catching my breath. Is anyone sick yet? La 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 la! Now this is the next target. This hill right here. See how it disappears? Alright, let's go. The old lady's caught me. Alright, this is how big of a dork I'm prepared to be. So, you see this? It's got like a ramp like that for bikers. I think it's hilarious because it's here, I'm sure for a legitimate reason. But all it makes me want to do is just go extreme, yeah, and jump over it like that. I'll do it again, this time with my face, and I'll make the face extreme. Okay, so we've now come to the fabled and infamous uphill portion. You can see behind me that it just disappears into the clouds. So because it's starting to mist a little bit and because it's so extreme, I'm going to put the camera away, and when I come back, I'm probably going to be super out of breath, maybe a little dusty, but I'll come back stronger for you guys. So ta-ta for now. Okay, so that's the tough part out of the way. As you can see, it's a deep ravine back behind me. You can see some people climbing down. My glasses are absolutely fogged up. And what's funny is I actually put product in my hair today thinking I can't have it looking too poofy, but you can't control nature. So for 1 second, I'm just gonna switch over to show you this. If any more videos come out of me, there's probably going to be several topics of Zen. And look at how f***ing Zen that is.
Hey, man.
Excuse the language, but even the dude cursed.
I accept your apology.
That is Zen. I can't even see it through the fog glasses. I just know how Zen it is. So let's go disappear into the loading screen. Yeah? It's gotten so foggy that I genuinely wasn't sure which path to take. Behind me leads to like a radio tower. This path behind me right here is the path we want to take. So let's take this just into the void. So I let a lot of time pass before I did any video. It's a long stretch, this is a long trail. I'm gonna put my camera away now because it's misting quite a bit and I was a rookie and did not bring a second battery with me, which is a shame. I'm not a rookie, I'm intermediate at best. So I'm gonna put the camera away now. I'll see you guys at the top. Oh yeah. So I just got all the way to the top. My glasses are so foggy, that's okay. It doesn't matter, hair's falling in the face. This is the peak right here, baby. And I was getting ready to film and I saw change battery and I thought, man, I'm screwed. I didn't bring one. There's no way. And I have one and luckily it came factory charged. So here we are, summit. Look at that. Every circle I go, there is nothing. There's no more up. We're at the top. It's gonna be distracting doing this without. How's that look? I had to take a sec just to take it in. Very top.
If you're not into the whole brevity thing.
So there's these pile of rocks here, clearly. Some people had the idea to sit for a sec. So I'm gonna honor that spirit and sit and see if there's any energy from those that previously sat here remaining that I can borrow, share some of my own for the next person to sit here. So I don't know how I'm gonna edit this stuff. This is all still so new to me. I mean, I almost forgot to have a charged second battery on me. But I'm excited to be doing this and knowing that I'm gonna share this with people, who knows, maybe all over the world, maybe just my immediate friends and family. But I feel this overwhelming feeling of being very alive in this moment right now. I feel like I can't imagine any other time. Some people think I'd want to live in the 20s or whenever you would pick. But I feel very alive in this moment. And I feel maybe not so multifaceted, maybe not so deep or as deep as I'd like to be. I could be those things. But I feel like there's many, many sides to me. And it doesn't feel right to just present myself as an actor. It doesn't feel right to present myself as a Midwesterner, just a brother or a son or a friend or a boyfriend. It doesn't feel right to just pick one of those things. So I want to show as much of it as I can. And hopefully it's entertaining. Hopefully I make a few people laugh. hopefully it doesn't get too serious, but that it's free to be sincere and people can sincerely share the video, can sincerely comment, and sincerely share their thoughts with me about everything. I don't know that I'm ever gonna seem like I have an answer to any of it. I think that's part of the reason why it took me so long to make a video like this is I was just waiting until I had the answers and I could share with everybody the secrets of how to be an actor or how to thrive in LA. But the more that I met people that were presenting themselves as having that secret, having that answer, it never really felt right. It always felt like they were doing their best to convince you that was the answer. And for a while, I think I was truly shirking my responsibility to go out and find the answer, but to do so in a way where I'm filming myself doing it. I don't know that it's really worth it to anyone to see a person after they've arrived. I think there's more strength and more power in the journey. So as much as I would have liked to have had a GoPro on me, climbing up that mountain so you could have seen all the difficult moments, because there was a lot that I left out on this journey, but hopefully I included some things that were pretty, some things that were poetic. And on this lasting note, I was going through some things when I was back home with my family recently, and I found a letter that a director wrote to me, and he said that I had a poet's soul, which was funny to me at the time because I had a painfully difficult time understanding written poetry in my college years, though I desperately tried to understand it. So I thought it was a little strange. I thought maybe he was just projecting that poet's soul onto me. But I've lived many years now. We don't need to go on about how many. And I've come to realize that poetry exists in a lot of things beyond written words. And I've only just now started to realize that I have been tapping into the other facets and forms and shapes of poetry. And even as I say that, I can feel myself be a little uncomfortable with coming off pretentious. I can feel myself being concerned that I'm meandering too much, that I need to focus in on the point of what all this is. But there's something that doesn't quite feel right about that. It feels like this nervous energy of needing to come to some conclusion that's either going to save the world, entertain a person, or have some value that someone else has determined. And I think the whole point of why I came up here today, traversed up an entire, I don't know if it's technically a mountain, but let's call it a mountain, was to show that I don't have to find a conclusion. I don't have to come to a point. I can just experience, and that's enough. And that's a really, really difficult thing to internalize and to feel and to grapple with. I don't think it is done enough. But on the flip side of that, I have the luxury of being able to do this right now. And while some people might feel guilty about that, I think the higher lesson to take is be grateful for that and help those that can't right now. So as I sit here in silence, I think I start to feel how much I want to bring others into this, how much I want others to come climb up this mountain with me. And no, I'm not starting a cult. But if you're in LA and you see this and you're already friends with me and you're like, man, I haven't talked to him in a while, I need to make sure he doesn't go jump off one of these cliffs, you can reach out. If you're not any way connected to me but you're seeing this video, you can reach out. If you're in another portion of the world, you can reach out. And when you reach out, be sincere. I hope that makes sense. I hope this wasn't too wandering. If it was, I can edit it. But I just want to say that I feel grateful. I feel alive. And if there's a purpose to all this, I hope that purpose truly helps others. That it doesn't just entertain them, that it enriches them as I feel myself being enriched. Or something like that. Thanks for listening. I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, and one more thing. I've climbed all the way up here, arrived, and now I gotta climb down. So don't forget that. Whenever you climb up, might be awesome to keep climbing, keep climbing, keep climbing. Eventually, you gotta come down, but that's okay. It's always faster coming down. So if you like this video, please go ahead and subscribe. This is the first of many, so I could use the subscribers. Give it a like as well, and keep it zen.